people are not understanding what unique content means. They
Right.
don't understand it because they're thinking that they can leverage, Chat GPT to write their blog post, and that's going to be considered a unique piece of content. No, it's not. So this is what really just gets me going, because I think this leak came out at such a good time when things like the AI overview were shortly released, and things like all these discussions about how to utilize Chat GPT in your business. Hey, I have nothing against AI. I love AI for
Oh
helping with
yeah.
efficiency, but you have to understand how to use it correctly. And don't be a robot in of yourself. Creative thought and understanding to really strategize your SEO.
Absolutely. Like you, I use AI. I'm using it more and more. I find it is best when I have to produce something that doesn't require creative writing. If you're
Yes.
writing like an employment contract, if you are writing just something, a very basic email or something, an email series, if you're making an absolute decision that this doesn't need to be creative, I just want functional, AI is perfect for it. It'll get you 80% of the way. But the moment you say, you know what, I want to do an email series that absolutely blows people away, now
Mhm.
you got to deal with humans, because
Yeah.
AI is not going to create an email series. It'll create a functional, usable, and I'll even say good welcome series. It,
Yeah.
it,
Yeah,
it- yeah.
it's not great because you have to give it something to take from there to under. I think it's good. So I have my team that they'll put together, say, an email for our client.
Hmm.
And I could tell, okay, well, this email's okay, but it could be a little bit more tight. Or, maybe we need to make sure we have more bullets or we have some subtitles. So instead of them messing around with it too long, because we have to move on to the next thing, just put it in a chat GPT, say, hey, turn this into a marketing email, and it already has something to work with. And then you can take it, okay, is this where I want to go? What do I need to be deleted? You should never just take something from Chat GPT and use it
Right.
directly. And you should also never use it for research. I'm sorry. I am so against that, because it's taking all these sources online. That's like, I think it only goes back, what, 1 year or 2 years. So
Hmm.
it's taking all these sources that are online to compile an answer. Those sources could be false sources. You don't know
Hmm.
the sources. So that's why you do want to look up the information yourself. You never wanted to just come up with something from scratch. Chat GPT is going to be as good as the prompts that you give it.
Oh, absolutely. And that's where learning to prompt, whether you are putting in a lot of instructions prior to what you're doing, or conversationally coaching it to get what you want.
Mhm.
Just taking that first output and running with it is
Yeah.
going to get you into it's going to cause a lot of problems.
Well,
Um,
that just happened where I was looking at, so I had a client that wanted to utilize Chat GPT to write all their blog posts, and like my mouth hit the floor because I'm thinking, what? Why would you do that? But I got handed a blog post, and I could tell instantly before doing any fact checking or anything like that, that it was Chat GPT or some
mhm,
other type of AI tool, because it was very robotic sounding.
mhm,
That is not what Google wants. And it's just
right.
like using keyword stuffing with SEO, right? That's
Mhm,
very robotic. It's not, you're not thinking about the user. So it's getting back to like that Google leak. That Google leak's all about usability, all about relating. It's common sense stuff. So that's why if you're going to use these tools to do a lot of your online writing, you're going to run into some. I know you had a podcast on this, potential copyright infringement issues. You're
yeah.
going to sound robotic. It's also not unique content, because unique content is content that has been uh, thought about by the writer. It actually has, a thesis. It has a structure to it that a human had to put in some thought and some understanding. And a robot's not going to really do that.
No. So, a prime example, I was looking at articles that were written by AI for a music website. Things like, the top vinyl albums for a collector. If you're buying vinyl albums, this is what you want to look for. And even with prompting, even with, built by AI, it was a very basic article.
Yeah.
There wasn't any highlights, and compare that against a good writer, and a good writer is going to put something in there that is specifically unique about each of the albums, and it's going to be something that a machine would never say.
Yeah.
They're going to make a metaphor. They're going to explain what makes this so good in a way that a machine won't do. And that's what I like to try to explain to people, that when you're pulling from AI, like let's create like an index here, and I'm trying to get around my microphone so I'm in the camera. So let's create an index here, and up here is, no, everything here is what's in the language model that AI has been trained on. How much of that, if they pull it from the internet, how much of it is junk? So,
Yeah. I know.
let's
No.
go up to about, 70%. And I'm being very, very nice. 70% of what's online is junk. And so that leaves you 30%. And then you've got probably less than 10% that is incredibly well written content. And then, so that gives you a good 25 or more percent that would be average. And what AI is doing is it's reading all of that, and it's giving you an above average summary of existing content. But what it
Mhm.
won't do, what it will do, and we've seen this, it reinforces stereotypes. It goes with, I would say, the common accepted thought.
Yeah.
It's not gonna vary. It's not going to, be contrarian. It's not going to provide a metaphor that grabs people. It's not going to create a play on words in a headline that's going to get people's interest. So all of those well done writing techniques that grab people's attention, that add that humanity to it, they're not gonna do, because it falls outside of the parameters
Right.
of what it has learned, because it is so unique. No, it's outside. It's going to take the mean or the middle and push that together and make something out of it.